Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Anita. I have not been on YouTube in a while as far as making videos. I used to do more craft related videos, but I recently, well, not recently, since 2023, I started getting into fountain pens because I do like to journal. Today is going to be my first video for fountain pen ink, that type of content. And I was coming on to do a share of some inks that I had recently purchased. Before I begin, this video is actually inspired. I believe her name is Teal's Gold. She did a video recently regarding her journal for her fountain pen hobby. And she talked about representation. I echoed those sentiments that she had, and watching so many people that make fountain pen ink content, having somebody that looks like you or kind of shares similar perspectives, it just adds that much more to it. And I was thinking that there's so many people that are doing content for fountain pen ink, journals, but whatever you bring to the table is what you bring to the table. No one else can bring what you bring. It may be similar, but it's not the same. So there's space for everybody in this hobby. There's space for everybody on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to dawdle, but these are the inks that I purchased. The Pilot Iroshizuku ink. I wanted the other two ones, but they have been out of stock and are on back order, so I didn't get them. I got two bottles. These are the empty bottles that they have. So I got the Celadon Cat, and they actually gave me the Celadon bottle, which I appreciate, so I can empty this into here. Just for more space, I got the Colorverse Coffee Break, which has been a favorite kind of since I started. I'll do another video possibly on my fountain pen ink journey. February will be 2 years for me, so I'm enjoying it. And my first alchemy ink. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm back, so let's get started. I forgot to also show this one. The Rika is one of the ones that I wanted to get I think I wanted to get a full bottle of, but I'm not really into blue ink, so I think this will suffice for now. So let's go ahead and see what the color looks like. But what I did like about the color is yeah, see, I'm not into blues like that. Was the shading that it had. But yeah, blue is not my color. I can actually pass this color on to someone else. So, and I'm kind of glad I didn't get a full bottle. So Pilot Iroshizuku Rika. So yeah. It's an okay color. So yeah, I will not be keeping this. Unless it does something super spectacular when it dries. The next one is going to be Colorverse. I've already had a sample of this and I really liked it. I had it inked in a Twisby. I think, or Lamy. Those were my first two fountain pens, so I didn't mean to put that much on there. This is Colorverse. I also think I had this in a Banu Coffee Break. And I still like this color. To me, when I look at it, it doesn't offer a lot as far as what it, I guess what it leaves behind. It's just a brown ink. And I noticed that when I'm writing or using a fountain pen, I'll say. I prefer inks that are either brown or green. I'm not into blue. If I'm using a black, it's going to be maybe a gel pen. I have one black ink from the Amazon Musk fountain pen, and it's black. What can you say about a black ink? It's a black ink. So this one is the Toro, and this color, when I put it down, or even when I saw the samples, it reminded me of like autumn or fall, and I really like it. I like the Ferris Wheel Press, the orangey colors. Hardy Harvest is kind of like a deep orange, but those goldeny colors, I like those. So this is Pilot, and it's legible. I like this. Roshizuku. This is Toro. And I don't know what Toro means, but it must mean pretty, because I really like this color. This can even be, I would say, a late summer color. And I am funny about the inks. I like to use them during the seasons. I wouldn't necessarily use like a burnt orange in the summertime, because your mood changes. So yeah, I can see the shading already on the Rika color. This one, like I said, I am not a blue person, but this Golden Lapis ink, can you see that shimmer? This is the reason that I wanted this. So I'm gonna try to get some in my sample. And I learned the hard way the other day. I was shaking up some ink, and when I went to dip my pen in it, the top was just filled with bubbles. So needless to say, it was not a very good writing experience, but that should be enough. But this color, oh my gosh, I think just even through the bottle with my dirty fingerprints on it, just the shimmer that is like traveling through the ink, it just looks so luscious. And let's see what we get. Oh, the stopper came off. Look at that. That is pretty. Okay. Let's see. And I have been enjoying fountain pens. I think I like them. For me, it takes some of the pressure off of my hand. I don't write a lot at work, but I've always enjoyed penmanship. So when I write, when I'm journaling, I feel like I don't have to press as hard on the paper. I like that it's more than a fountain pen. You can get so many variations. This is Pelican. It's a wet ink too. Variations in your writing style, depending on your nib. Edelstein. Golden Lapis. But this color is really pretty. Wow. And like I said, I am not normally drawn to blues, but that is really pretty. I like that. Okay, the last one, let me put that back on there, pardon my reach, is gonna be, well, not the last one, but another blue that I chose. It's a soft blue. Is the Celadon Cat from Diamine. And make this a little bit smaller because I do want all of these to be on this one page. And I like just the softness of this blue, and that's what made me get it. And I hope I like it enough to use the bottle. If not, this will also be a destash. If I can get any of the ink on the nib. Okay, let's see. It's almost, I like that. It's almost like a, It reminds me of a swimming pool for some reason. Diamine Celadon Cat. I'm gonna go back and look, see if I can find out what these names mean. I really like this, and it's not necessarily a blue. It doesn't look blue. It does, but it doesn't. Celadon Cat. Yeah. It's not teal. I don't know. I honestly, as a little bit of gray in the background, maybe a grayish blue. But yeah, it's a pretty ink. So, but I do want to tell, I'm not sure if her name is Teal, but Teal's Gold, I truly appreciate you coming on and sharing your point on the fountain pen inks. Yeah, it does make a difference. I like how this bottle links so you can get into it. So this one is going to be Molten Bronze. See the bubbles? I don't know why I shook it. So, and this is, so yeah. That one is nice. I don't know what I like about browns because it's almost like you're just writing with the lightest shade of a black ink. So. Got me. Molten Bronze. I like this color. It's already dry and I think I can see a little bit of green in it. Yeah, you can see a little bit of green in it. But I'm gonna let these dry and I'll come back and see what I think of them once they're dry. But if you guys watch my video, I appreciate it. If you have any points to share, any ink recommendations, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, they've dried and my thoughts are still the same that they were before. So let's go ahead and look. The two at the top, the Waterman Inspired Blue, and I need to stop. Let me preface that with saying I need to stop. Because I know that I do not really enjoy blue inks, but they look pretty when you're watching someone else swatch it. And I have to be okay with that, hey, that's a pretty ink, but I know I'm not going to write with it. So the Inspired Blue was one of those. It's a pretty color, but more than likely I'm not going to write with it. The Pilot Iroshizuku Rika. I think I have another color that's similar to that one with the shading. If you can see it, it has like some red shading around it. Excuse me. I have another one. I don't know which one it is, but I know I have one that's blue with like a red shading. So I'm not going to buy a bottle of that one. Oh, and I have a tendency to jump topics. So remember I was saying that I wanted to know the meaning of them. So I kind of looked it up while they were drying. The Rika means standing flowers. The Colorverse Coffee Break is one that I've already had a sample of and I've always liked it. To me it has a little bit of green in the very background of the color. And like I said, I love those neutral tones, like the earthy colors, the deep oranges, the burnt orange, those golden yellows, browns, greens, even summer shades of green. The Pilot Iroshizuku Toro, which is Warm Lantern. I could very much see that being the name for this color. I like it. I like that it's a yellow color that leans kind of orange tones to it. I like that it has some bright yellow in there. If you look close to the edges, it does have some bright yellow. I guess it depends on which pen you put it in, but I do like that. I may also try mixing some colors to see what I get. I have a few other Pilot inks. Let's see. That's my wish list. These are my Pilot inks. I have a few Pilot samples, but not many. So those are the Pilot inks that I have. There's some on my wish list. Then we have the Pelikan Edelstein Golden Lapis, which is a golden stone. I like this color. I think I like more the shimmer that it has in it than anything. That's all I got on that one. I like it maybe for a summer color. I don't know what pen I would put it in yet, because I do like right here where it's more of that lighter blue than that deeper dark blue. I like that color, and it still reminds me of like summer or spring. This bright blue that it has in it reminds me of like a Easter color, because it's not deep and dark, and you don't get that shading in there when you write with it. I would like to see how it performs maybe in a medium Banu or a broad nib. I have one broad nib. I think it's a Twisby or a stub. I can't remember. I haven't used it yet. And see if I can get the shimmer in there with the golden lapis. With the blue when it comes out of the pen. The Celadon Cat, while the bottle says it's blue, or in my eyes it looks blue, it's close to what's on the box. I think I really like it. It's to me in the swatch it has a little bit of teal color in there. I see a base of like a brownish red color, and I could see the lighter blue in there. I really like that one. I could see it being used. I will note that I have a Esty in a fine, and when I use a lighter color ink, I can't see the ink that well. So I don't know what pen I would put that one in. I don't own any blue pens because blue is not my jam. But I like that color. The Endless Alchemy Molten Bronze. It definitely has some green undertones, a little bit of yellow because you can see it in the lighter brown. And I'm gonna have to do a color swatch of just browns, because I can't tell a huge difference between the molten bronze. Well, I can tell a difference, but not a huge difference as far as if I were to put them in a pen. The Endless Alchemy seems to have a little bit more yellow base. That Colorverse Coffee Break, I can see more green shading on it instead of the yellow from the molten bronze. But yeah, I'm happy with my purchase. I really want to compare those next to each other with some other browns that I have and see yeah, what I like. But yeah, browns tend to be my favorites. But we will see. So I hope you guys stayed to the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any pointers for a 2-year newbie at fountain pen inks, please leave a comment, and have a wonderful day. Stay warm.